to get my money, man. I just need some more time. Time? You ain't got no more time.
All the major players go to church. Why? Because all the freaks go to church. I ain't lying. Patrick, am I lying?
Nope.
Patrick, am I lying?
Nope.
You know what I mean? Think about it, too. You go to Century Club on Saturday night, how much it costs to get in?
$15, nigga.
$15. Go to church Sunday morning, how much it costs? Nigga, that shit is free. Trust me, bro. A whole gang of players be going to church.
And welcome to another episode of Icon Presents. Today I am joined by the actor, artist, talented individual, Darrell Hughes. How you doing today?
Doing amazing, man. Thank you for the introduction, man. It's amazing.
No
Appreciate
problem
you.
at all. I am so glad to have you in the studio. So I'm glad you found the studio, all right. And I am just looking forward to jumping in to talk about all your upcoming projects, everything that you got going on for it. But I want to start off by kind of getting a little backstory about you.
Okay.
So tell me, give me a little bit of a soft pitch to the people.
I'll give you guys a soft pitch. I'm Darrell Silver Hughes.
Awesome.
I hails from Madison, North Carolina.
Okay.
The military brought me out here in '89.
Mm-hmm.
And so after the military, college, then college, I went into my career as far as rapping and acting.
Okay.
I landed my first picture in 2001. I played the role of Patrick in the hit movie Two Can Play That Game.
Oh, yeah.
And
Play with Vivica Fox.
Morris Chestnut, Alex Thomas.
Anthony Anderson, all of that.
Yeah,
How was that experience working with people like that?
Oh, my goodness. That was my very first role.
Okay.
So, it was amazing.
Okay.
To watch how these guys are so quick on their feet. The improvisation is just amazing.
Yeah.
And so when we were on set, I'm like, okay, I'm sticking directly to the script. You know, it's my first time. I want to piss no one off. I'm like, okay. Then I hear these guys. I'm like, okay, hold on, man. They got some loose.
They lose
that.
a little bit.
Let me do my little thing.
Uh-huh.
So that was amazing. And that bug from there only set the bar high. I was like, hey, you know what? This is the life I want.
Yeah.
And from then on, it's been, with the grace of God, it's been amazing. Been an amazing role.
That's awesome. Do you think any of your military background, what branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Navy.
You're in the Navy. Okay. Got you. So you went to the Navy, from the Navy into acting and your rapping and musical production type of thing. Do you think were you into doing any of that while you were in the Navy? Was this like something goal of yours? How did you figure that, okay, this is what I'm going to do afterwards?
Well, yes, sir. My actual job in the Navy was an aviation ordnanceman.
Okay.
I built bombs and missiles and any of the weapons that deal with the Navy, I built them.
Okay.
And so that requires a certain set of discipline.
Yeah.
No room for mistakes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So with that, I was always a writer and a rapper.
Okay.
So I connected with my very first rap partner. His name is Mike Reed from Chicago.
Okay.
And we formed our group, and we used to perform all over the boat.
Mm.
So 5,000 guys on the USS Ranger CV by God 61.
Okay.
Everyone knew, like, yo, these two dudes in weapons, they really got heat over there. So even when we were going our West Packs all over the world, any club we get into, we had DJs like, yeah, man, there's a mic. Don't you guys come and get down?
Mm-hmm.
And so we go and we light it up. From Philippines to Australia to Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, we lit it up.
Wow.
And then Thailand is a huge club called Gracie's.
Okay.
And they held like the whole battle group. And so we used to get in there and go crazy, hours and hours at a time. And when we would leave, actually club owners would come like, hey, guys, we'll give you this money if you come back and do it again. Because, you know, you're making them so much business. Right. We were so young and so full of life then. You know, you're indestructible during those times. You know, just keep your money. We're good. But we'll come back and definitely light this mic up because we loved lighting the mic up. That's what we did.
Exactly. It was about the music. It was about the art.
Yes. You used to test your new material. You know
exactly.
What I mean? And so we would do that all over. And then that just transpired through college. And it's really been an amazing, amazing ride.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about the kind of projects that you're working on these days. What are you into now?
Right now, I'm part of one of the largest, most dynamic films of all time.
Okay.
And it is the Michael biopic.
The Michael biopic.
The Michael Jackson biopic.
Okay.
And oh my God, America. Sit down and really prepare yourselves for what you're about to see.
Okay.
You know, Michael is played by his nephew, Jafar Jackson.
Okay.
And Jafar literally transformed into Michael.
Wow.
You will not see Jafar in this movie.
Wow.
You will see Michael the duration. And it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
At different times in different scenes we were doing, at the corner of your eye, you can catch him, his mannerisms, his movement, the way he talked, the way he would look at you. It was just amazing. You get goosebumps.
It'd be like Michael's. Right?
Yo, this is Michael. And so the powerful thing about it is that we got to remake history in front of hundreds of people.
Wow.
And like I can talk about this. And we were in the studio and had the 500 or so extras that were there, part of the situation. And when Jafar first came out, the studio erupted. It was so much emotion in the place, like, oh my God. And you just feel it, you get goosebumps. And so we're on stage with a couple of my friends, Cedric, Dennis, and Emily. I can't tell you who they play as well, but they play a great role in this movie as well. And we were just up there like, oh my God.
Wow.
Are we really doing this, guys? We got our little moves together and we're singing, and just an amazing overall project. And I can't wait. It comes out April 19th of 2025.
Okay. So basically a year from now.
A whole year.
Okay.
So we're still excited about it. Mr. Graham King, he's the producer of this show. He just did a whole performance in CinemaCon, and they showed a little bit of the trailer, and it was bananas.
Wow.
People were going crazy and crying just off the picture of Jafar there. It's like, oh my God. So it's just really powerful.
Wow.
And it's one that I'm so blessed that God blessed me to be a part of this situation.
How did you manage to get into or become a part of this situation?
I got chosen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? God's chosen people. I'm a firm believer in God.
Yeah.
My spiritual walk with him and my faith in him is undeniable.
I got you.
And I credit everything to him.
100%.
So I said it was him.
Yeah.
He said, hey, give this guy a call. He's been through the flames long enough.
Okay.
The longer you stay in the flames, the harder you get. People don't understand that. Sometimes they think you just get burnt up.
Right.
But the flip side of that coin is you get stronger.
I love it. Do you, how do you balance like your the musical elements and your artistry along with your acting career? Do they ever conflict with each other, or do they kind of mesh pretty much hand in hand?
They pretty much mesh. Now, what I've typically known to do is soundtrack material stuff. When I was going for my own personal album, it was so many just disruptions that was in that process that it was like, you know what, man? No. Like, for an example, I'm the first rapper. This is history right here. I'm the first rapper who did a song with Enrique Iglesias. Okay. This was back in 2001. It was called Not in Love. All right. So we're there, and Gerardo was his manager at the time. And the story was that Enrique had met Jay-Z at an award show, and they were like, yo, let's get together and do a record. So cool. So people start talking to each other, and he's like, when Jay-Z came to say, hey, man, you slide me $400,000, I'll take care of it. That's Hove. That's how you do that. So Enrique was like, hold on, man. I'm the world-selling Latin artist. How you going to try to charge me $400,000? So it didn't really work out. So Gerardo was like, man, do I know anybody who knows any rappers that could really do this thing? So he contacted a friend of mine, Angel Valentine. They call him Tiny. He's a great producer. And Tiny's like, I got the perfect guy. And mind you, I'm working at Point Loma for the Defense Logistic Agency at the time. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there doing my little thing, and he calls me. He's like, hey, Silver. He said, man, we got to go to L.A. It's got an opportunity to do a song with Enrique Iglesias. I said, cool, bro. I said, like, what time? He's like, now. I'm like, right now? He said, right now. I'm on my way. Oh, wow. So I go check out and pick him up. We go to L.A. We go there, and I meet Gerardo, which was Rico. Suave. Okay. So when I saw him, I did that. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, no, you're Rico. We laughed, big laugh. And he's like, yeah. And he said, yo, Tiny, is this the guy? He said, yeah. And so we go into the studio, and they load up the beat. Fernando Garibay was the producer for this. So we loaded up. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Took me about 10 minutes. And they said, yeah, just let us know when you're ready. Let us know when you're ready. So they went and they were meeting, and I came back and said, hey, man, I'm ready. He said, dude, what? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And then my friend Angel's like, dude, I told you, man. He's that dude. And so we did it one take. Pow. Killed it. They were going crazy. They said, hold on, we got to find someplace else to put you some more bars into this song, right? Into this record. And so they hunt down. And so what I'm thinking, I'm a strategist. So I said, okay, let's take all of his number ones and let's put it in the verse. So I took all his number one songs and I put it in the verse for the little 8 bars. Yeah. It was amazing.
Nice.
So he'd already made plans. Gerardo's like, this is what we're going to do. They write a storyboard. He said, we're going to shoot this video in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and then when we called, he said, this right here is going to change your life. So we started the business part of it, like the publishing and how much money did I want up front.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, just as long as I get 100% of my publishing, I don't care about the money up front. Because I know the kind of numbers that Enrique Iglesias does. He's a 20 million record guy. So I'm like, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So on the second day, I get a call from Gerardo. He's like, hey, man, he says, we spiked the song. He said it came back 99.9% a hit.
Nice.
He said, in through Latin America.
Yeah.
And so it was funny. One of my friends, Vito Gambino, he gives me a call. He's in Mexico at the time. He's like, dude, he said, did you do a song with Enrique? I was like, dude, how do you know about this song? He said, dude, he said, it's all on the radios down here. He said, I'm with these girls right now. He said, they don't even think that I know you, bro. I was like, no, stop playing. He's like, yeah, listen to this. Meet the girls he had in the car, and I told them where I was. And they said, well, no, we'll do the verse if you're him. So I do the verse, and they're like, oh, no, man. So we laughed about that situation. And so he said, dude, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. You guys are going to be driving in Lamborghinis, the whole storyboard. And so I get a call the third day, and he says, hey, we got to have this meeting with Jimmy Iovine, who is the CEO of Interscope. Okay. I said, okay, cool, not a problem. So we go in, and I go in, something similar to this, and he's sitting there, and he's like, Darrell. You know? I'm like, yeah. He said, I heard the record, and it is absolutely amazing. He said, but I have a dilemma. He said, you're an unsigned artist. He said, and Enrique is our #1 Latin recording artist. And I have this girl, Khalees, and we needed a single for her new record. She just did Milkshake. She needed a follow-up. So the Milkshake, Bring the Boys to the Yard was her first one. Okay. So it needs a follow-up. So the dilemma is, do I take an artist that's already a part of our label and put her on this record with Enrique, or do I take a chance with an unsigned artist? Yeah. And the way business goes at this time, I want to take that chance with Khalees. I think I owe that to her. I was like, okay, Mr. Iovine, that sounds fine with me. This is your business. Yeah. And I said, there'll be other opportunities. And he was like, great. So they brought in Khalees. Khalees does the song, and it flops. Gerardo is going crazy. I mean, he is angry. Enrique is angry. And so far, I can say this. They were so angry about this situation that they took Enrique Iglesias from Interscope to Warner Brothers. Less than a year. Wow. And no one really knows why he left. Like, well, dude, why did he leave? He was on there for a year. But that's the real reason why they left. Wow. And he told me, he said, look, man, anytime you have anything that I can do a hook for you, just let me know, man. And so I have the master of the song. Nice. And so, I could have easily just took the master, slapped the white stick on it and sold it. Yeah. But out of respect for these guys, giving me that opportunity, yes, I don't want to do that, man. I'm here for a quick buck. I'm here for the marathon. Right. So that was Jimmy Iovine, that whole little situation. So he calls me back again after it flops. And he's like, Darrell, well, my idea didn't work. How about you do this song with him? With Enrique, we released this song, but we're only going to give you 10% of the publishing. I know. I was like, sir, not when you initially had 100% of it. But no, thank you. Yeah. And so that's how that worked out. So, man. So that was heartbreaking. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's life-changing. Yeah. I mean, you going on tour. Right. I mean, who knows where I would be now. He just got through doing a tour up in LA, and I still talk to these guys often. And actually, Gerardo has a little coffee thing out now, the Suave coffee. Okay, check it out. It's pretty decent. Awesome. Oh, that's crazy. That's a great story, man. That's insane. So you've seen various elements of this industry, whether it be on the musical side of things, working with A-list celebrities and all that kind of stuff, and top hit artists, and then also working with artists like Vivica J. Fox and all of them and everything. Do you have any, what's your aspirations, your goals? What is your vision for yourself? My vision is an EGOT. Okay. I promised my mother before I lost her in 2015. Okay. So she's watching, taking care of everything from the higher plane. Yes. So the EGOT is the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. Okay. I have to have those. I got you. And, spiritual. So they say a man's wealth is, the good man is based on what he leave his kids. Kids. So I want to leave them those trophies as well as the wealth that comes
Okay.
along with that EGOT. But for my personal goal, nothing else.
I got you. How close do you think we are to that? You think you're on the
I'm
correct
on the path.
Yeah.
I'm on the right path.
I
I
got
think I don't want to give a time limit on the thing because we know
Yeah.
it's God. So
Yeah,
you know, who
whenever
knows?
it's time, it's time.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
but I know before he decides to call me home, I will achieve that goal. And I said it here on Icons first.
I love it. I love it. Yes, an Icon exclusive.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we got that. So tell me a little bit about your the challenges you've dealt with in the film industry. Obviously, especially when it comes to SAG strikes and various things like that are constantly going on. That whole career path is it's not the most stable. It's kind of wavering, and it can kind of be discouraging. But if you've set your mind to this is what I'm going to do, then you have to have a different personality. So tell me, what kind of challenges do you deal with?
Yes. First of all, if you love something, you're willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, with no sacrifice, there's no love.
Yeah, true.
So doing the strike when everything pretty much shut down.
Yeah.
And it was so sad. It was a very depressed time for a lot of us actors. But what was great about that situation is that the A-list actors was out there with us striking. They were like, hey, because people didn't realize that only maybe 30% made over the budget to have enough to afford the healthcare through the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
So people think that just because you're doing this acting thing that you're rich.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of things that's involved in that get rich thing. So we were out there, we're striking for a purpose, and I was there as many times as possible.
I got
being
you.
as loud as possible, letting them know, look, guys, this is us. This is what we do.
Yeah.
With no struggle, there's no progress.
Right.
So that's what we did, and I didn't let it get me down in any way. I mean,
That's
I didn't
good.
take other jobs.
Okay.
I knew, and I used to have some pretty good jobs.
Yeah.
And some people are like, dude, are you crazy? You left that job to do this?
Yeah.
I say, yo, bro, you can't manage what my dream is.
Yeah.
I said, that might be your dream.
Yeah.
9 to 5 might be your dream.
Yeah.
But I have bigger dreams.
I got you.
Know what I mean? So this is what God has let me to do. This is what I'm going to do.
Hey.
And so I would leave those jobs. And no matter what, I will, attain my dream.
Yeah.
So through the striking and there's no money, tough times. I'm married.
Right.
And,
Okay.
the wife is looking at you like,
Yeah, you sure about this? Or you better use
audition. We've got a new truck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys feel me out there. If you're married, you know what it is.
Yes, I understand that
But,
100%.
But she supported me 110% through it all.
That's good.
And my daughter, and so I was like, you know what? It'll break. It'll break. And all it took for it to break was those in power. 1% of the check. 1%, just 5 of them. 1%.
So give me a little backstory or insight as to what the strike was really about.
Really and truly, it was about the AI situation, the artificial intelligence situation. So they were going to have it as if we capitalize all your images, your sounds, that they could use that and do a whole nother movie without having to pay you 1 cent.
Which is nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So imagine you're sitting at home and you did a movie a while ago. It's like, oh, so you're struggling, you're trying to get back on your grind, you're auditioning, you're going to classes, and a movie comes out starring you, and you had no idea it was happening.
Right.
You didn't receive not 1 cent.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, no. And what was crazy about the situation during that strike, I was fortunate enough to do John Wick 4.
Right.
And I got a chance to meet Keanu Reeves,
right,
the most humblest guy in the industry.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And we talked about that in makeup.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, look, man, you got to stay away from this AI situation. You know how he talks.
Yeah. Okay.
I called him John Constantine because I love Constantine.
Right.
I was like, the only soul I would come here for to collect myself. And so we had a good laugh. We've been making for like 2 hours. But he warned me, he said, dude, be careful of this artificial intelligence situation. Don't sign anything where that's concerned. And that sort of stuck with me. And the fact that he would share that information with me, him being a super A-list.
Right, exactly.
Like,
He's at the top. If anybody wants anybody in anything, they want Keanu Reeves to play Batman, Superman, and the Green Lantern.
Exactly. And so that's mainly what it was about.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't use our voices, our images, and not pay us.
I got
At least
you.
give us something.
I feel it.
And so they weren't willing to do that at first.
I got you.
But then once all of us came together, which is a powerful story in itself, coming together. If we just come together, like we did as actors, you can get just about anything you want.
I got
Small steps, as long as progression is forward. And so that's what it was pretty much about. And so
I got
it finally broke.
And so the benefits. So after the strike, what was the agreement that was made at the with the actors and the overheads?
It's a long agreement. It's about 90-some pages.
Oh wow! Okay.
But pretty much, we got what we wanted. No AI. No use of the image without our actual permission. Yeah. And then you have to pay us for that. Have to pay us for our voice.
Kind of like with Harrison Ford and who was the I know Harrison Ford and who's the guy that played Luke Skywalker?
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. They have a deal with Disney where Disney owns like part of their likeness, right? And then they could like reuse it in various things and all that kind of stuff. Essentially, they were trying to do that same concept, but not without paying you guys.
Exactly.
And they were just going to decide, hey, because these tools exist, we're going to now utilize them, which is very shady.
Super shady. We were already struggling. It was super
exactly.
shady.
But we understand that that's kind of like a lot of times that's what people try to get away with is try to get the most by paying the least.
Yes.
And whatever they can do, they will do. There's a lot of I'm happy to hear that you guys got what you were looking for. Because my perspective on the strike was always like, I got to be honest, I was a little, I hate to put it this way, I was not happy about the strike, but I was happy about the Hollywood delay. And what I mean by that is a lot of the stuff coming from Hollywood recently has been subpar. When it comes to like movies, TV shows, and all that kind of stuff, we see ratings dropping. We're seeing box office failures after failures. We're seeing things like that. Disney, Forbes just recently published a article stating that Disney still has yet to make the money from buying Star Wars or Lucasfilm. They're actually making less money because The Force Awakens made good money, then everything after that, for the most part, has started to lose more and more money.
Yes.
And it's not as profitable as they would need it to be. Exactly. You know? And so I think what I saw from that was a spike in the public's desire for independent creatives and projects to come forth, right?
Yes.
So where you see independent films and books and all that kind of stuff, whereas like, hey, we get rid of the big titles and big publishing companies and production companies, and now we're going to focus on that type of stuff. Do you do any work independently? Do you find yourself doing anything like, what's that one festival called? The one that got canceled, it was, I'm blanking on the name. I am blanking on the name of that festival.
So many festivals.
It's South by Southwest. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, exactly. You got South by Southwest. You got all these other ones that kind of, and I know we just wrapped up in Oceanside with the Oceanside Film Festival. We're just like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have somebody on the show recently who was a winner of that, the Oceanside Film Festival. How do you feel about independent film and shows and all that kind of stuff? Do you do anything like that?
I would definitely do it. I love the whole process of making movies.
Okay.
And I'm in the union, so it has to be a union.
Gotcha.
Standards has to be a certain standard for us to actually step on the set and get it in. They want to make sure we're safe.
Okay.
They feed us.
Yeah.
Because like you said, they'll try to get the most out of you for the least amount.
Exactly.
But as far as independent making your films, make your films.
Yeah.
Tell your story.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let just the big wigs just take it from you and not get a chance to tell your story. Tell your story.
Yes.
There's always an audience for your story.
Exactly.
And like the Tubies, and that's how all those guys became pretty famous because of the strikes.
Exactly.
And it's just, if you get that opportunity, tell your story.
Right.
Build your arc, I like to say.
Exactly. He sees the opportunity, sees the day as, what was that, Carpe Diem.
Yes.
Right? The opportunity presents itself. Jump on that opportunity. That's what I'm always about, is because, you have this time. We were talking about our guy So Fine that was on the podcast. He passed, unfortunately, but he had a lot of stuff in the works going on, but he left a legacy and an imprint on a lot of people that encouraged a lot of people to really go and do big things,
Yes, he
right?
did.
No matter where
R.I.P.
you are.
So fine.
Yeah, exactly. So it's inspiring when you have somebody that came out of the military and, kind of is chasing their dream and to do so. So I want to know, do you have any kind of projects or anything like that you like kind of look back at that since you've had the opportunity, since you got out of the military, do you have anything that you look back at? It's like, okay, this was a pivotal moment in my career where it's like this experience changed the way that I approach every other job in this industry.
Most definitely. And it was my first role as in Patrick. I took
Okay.
and play that game.
Yeah.
That gave me the whole background, the whole basis, the fundies of where I wanted to be. And it showed me what I needed to do to attain
I got you.
said rights. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to be treated as a Vivica or Anthony or Alex on set.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I had a principal role in that. It was great role, trailers, makeup.
Yeah.
But to watch how they demanded that power, how they demanded the light, the spotlight, how the people around them like, oh, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. It's like, okay, so it was a learning experience.
Right.
And one of the greatest friends I have to this day, Yul Spencer, he was also in that movie. He actually has a book series out. If you guys are into anything, especially with stocks.
Okay.
Dude, it's Wall Street Smarts.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay.
It's a series of 4 books.
Wow.
He breaks down stocks like you're a kindergartner.
Okay.
But he tells it from the hood perspective.
Interesting.
It's an urban take on the stock market.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, once you finish reading these books, you're ready.
Okay.
You're ready. Like, we call ourselves the cash cartel.
Okay. Nice.
We with the stocks and everything. Before I used to be, kind of afraid.
Yeah.
Throw us off like stocks.
Yeah.
Stocks. With him and the way he described it in this book, oh my goodness.
I have to check that out.
Yes, wallstreetsmarts.com, and it's a series of 4 books.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Awesome. Do you have any roles that you would say like that you would want to play? Like if there was a character, fictional or nonfiction?
Yes. I mean, I would love to. Any Marvel character.
Okay.
Any Marvel character.
Any Marvel character?
Any Marvel character.
Any
I love
Marvel
Marvel.
character.
I love Marvel. I love Marvel.
I got you. It's funny because when I brought up Keanu Reeves and having him play Batman, Superman, and Green Lantern, and then I looked at you and I said, he might play a good Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not Marvel, it's DC, but
dude, I dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah.
You and I. Green suit.
That's awesome, man.
With the ring in it. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Like, you probably do that pretty well.
Yes. I love that. And anything, I want to do some war movies.
Okay.
Like I want to like die like epically in a war movie. Like do something like real tragic and it just ends. You're like, oh, dude, no, not him.
I would love to have the opportunity to do like an intense monologue.
Oh yeah.
Like, so I'm a nerd, and so anytime I'm playing a game or anything like that, or it can be a video game, or I could be playing a game of basketball or anything like that. My guys know. At some point, Antoine's going to start quoting Thanos. And I'll look at them and I say, in time, you should know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, but to fail just the same. Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Bro. You ready?
Exactly. So anytime it's just like, all right, let's go. My wife be like, why? We were playing Mario Kart one day, me and my wife. We're sitting there on the couch playing Mario Kart. And I'm playing, and my wife is surprisingly good at Mario Kart. She likes to play like she doesn't know what she's doing. She's either surprisingly good or I'm just worse than I thought I was. But she's pretty good. I was like, hold up. Why is this not? I expected myself to be easy to beat her.
Right.
And then I started with a quote. And at that point, I knew it was game time.
Game face on.
Exactly. In time, you shall know what it's like to lose. She's like, oh my gosh, here we go.
That's awesome.
So you said any Marvel character.
Any Marvel character. I would love to
Okay.
be in the Star Wars. I can go to Disney's.
Okay.
I like to be in one
I
of those
gotcha.
films. Like a high-based lawyer type of situation.
Oh, nice.
I'd love to be in that
Nice.
type of picture. But
Yeah.
dream roles, those are it, man.
Yeah.
Get some action.
Do you have anything that you kind of lean towards more when you're talking? Like, do you know what your strong suit is as an actor?
A lot of people think it's you want to go into like comedic type of areas or the more dramatic type of areas.
Yeah.
To me, I have no limits.
Okay.
It's no limits.
Got you. Can you cry on cue?
I can cry on cue.
Oh.
And actually, Larry B. Scott that I was talking about at TSAW, Tasha Smith Actors Workshop.
Yeah.
You guys get a chance to check that out. Great classes, master classes, can teach you how to hone those skills.
Oh, okay.
To be able to cry on.
Okay.
Yeah, and yes, it's just amazing. I no role. It's a saying that actors say, it's no small parts, just small actors.
Right.
So no role is too small. And anything that would come my way that God bless me with, I'm going to nail it.
Awesome.
I'm knocking out the park.
Awesome. So tell me what's next for you? You got the Michael project coming out in a year, which you will get more details and all that kind of stuff, you know, as more trailers and, you know, things come out. But what's coming up for you?
I definitely have to come back after the trailers and stuff. So we can go in more depth. And I would love to. Some things I dying to say right now.
Yes.
Actually, I'm looking at the scripts right now for some auditioning for some parts.
Oh, wow.
I have an agent now.
Peter
nice. Kellen Terrace agency, the PKA. And so if they find something, they say, hey, that's his. So they send it to me, read it, go in and knock it out and take care. So it's nothing that I'm willing to turn down pretty much.
Yeah.
This in the aspects that's not disrespectful to me and my God.
Yeah, I got you.
And because I got grandbabies and daughters. You know
I got you.
So they got to see me a certain way.
Right, makes sense. You got
You know
you can't compromise for the role.
No.
Yeah.
So I won't do the dress thing.
Yeah. Good.
And,
good. Otherwise, Cat Williams be talking about you.
Oh yeah, and me and Cat would have to go at it. You know what I mean? Because I'd beat Cat up. All that other ones, I'd beat him
just
up.
run. You just run.
Yeah.
Me and Cat got beat up by a ninth grader, so he ain't much.
Choked him out.
Right? That was rough. I was like, yo, is that really Cat? In what situation is he wrote? Like, why?
That's hilarious, man. I love
nuts.
Cat Williams, though.
100%.
That interview he had with Shay Shay.
Yes, that was great.
He let some stories out that I'd known all along.
Yeah.
Because my friend Yul Spencer was a great comedian. He actually worked with Richard Pryor.
Oh, okay.
And he came through the ranks. And some of these comedians, Cat included, came under the wings of Yul Spencer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's the reason why a lot of the world hadn't really encapsulated who Yul Spencer is.
Yeah, I got you.
So all these stories the Cat was telling, I was like, as soon as I heard it, I called him and be like, yo, you got to go watch this interview, man. Remember all this? Because I used to plead from dude, man, tell these secrets, tell what happened. Yeah. He's like, no, man, because he's a godly man.
I got you.
Man. He's like, no, you know, God said that he would create a table for me to feast in front of my enemies. And I was like, hey, man, that's powerful. You slide something out there, let them know what it is.
Right, exactly. You just throw a little bit out there, right?
Crumbs, a snack or something.
Telling people what's really up.
Yeah,
exactly.
And he has some stories.
Man, that's
my
crazy.
Goodness.
Would you say the energy or the industry, has changed over time as you've been in there?
Yes, God, yes. Even the audition process. Before you used to go and you stand in lines, 1,000, 2,000 people, and just to go in front of a camera for like 3 seconds, 4 seconds to deliver your lines, and then you go. And then for me in San Diego, that's driving to LA. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then do that. Now, most of the auditions are done via Zoom.
Okay.
So now you get to become a director. You know what I mean? Get your lighting right. You get time to read the script.
Set up the set.
Takes all that you want. Stuff. You know what I mean? Because there, that one take, that's it. Yeah. Now that you're actually recording, you're the director yourself, you can be like, nah, I can do that better. Right. I don't like the way my look was, my resting B face wasn't right. So then we get
more takes in and everything like that. You don't have to submit it all at one time.
And you can audition for more projects.
That's true. That's true. Because you're not limited to where you can be at. You're like, all right, cool, I can do this, and this one's in that state, and that one's in this city, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's nice.
Like, actually, that one right there is Mexico City.
Okay.
So even this, I auditioned for that. They're like, hey,
That's awesome.
So it's fun. It gives you more freedom, more time to yourself. Yeah. To actually get down.
I got you.
So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on this show.
Man, the time flies.
Right,
man.
exactly. Before we leave, do you have anything you want to leave with the people? Any advice you want to give? Any up-and-coming artists or actors? Anything you want to share with the people?
Definitely, guys. When you get into this business, it's going to require some thick skin.
Yeah.
You're going to hear no so many times, so many different eloquent ways. You just have to have that faith, the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen.
Yeah.
And you have to keep that faith and
That's true.
stand on your business.
Yeah.
And know and believe that this is what you were meant to do and go for it.
Nice.
And don't accept none of those. The negative, the naysayers, leave them aside.
Mm-hmm.
Watch and do your miracles in front of them.
Yeah.
So they, hey, I remember that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And stay positive, stay prayed up, stay ready.
Love it.
Don't have to get ready because you never can tell when your opportunity may arrive. So stay ready, get ready. And I'd love to see more people get into this industry, but just know it is not an easy industry.
Right.
It is not an easy industry.
Right.
It's not for the weak. Mercy is for the man before you deserves no mercy. Swipe the leg.
Love it. Yes.
So, yes. And as far as like projects, us, myself, especially check out my platforms on my social media.
Yeah.
And you can see I usually post pretty good on what I'm doing and what I can tell when I have to sign the NDAs, what I can tell.
I got you. Yeah.
And see some of the things there. And like, some of the people that I've met, legends.
Yeah.
Like Sally Fields and just legends. I got to just hold her little tiny self and she's just amazing. And like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, this is Sally Fields. And Rita Moreno and just, just it's the list is forever.
That's awesome.
And I still plan on being more.
Awesome.
More.
Yes. Definitely. So where can the people find you?
Find me on Instagram at Darrell Silver Hughes. Twitter is at Silver C4.
Okay.
YouTube's Darrell Silver Hughes. TikTok is Darrell Silver Hughes.
Nice.
Snapchat is Darrell Silver Hughes. Facebook is Darrell Silver Hughes. You see where I'm going with this?
Yes. I'm seeing the pattern here.
And a quick note. I got a chance to actually meet rest in peace Carrie Fisher. To meet Carrie Fisher.
Oh wow!
At a Comic-Con.
Okay.
Some years ago, right?
Yeah.
She actually signed this thing, Love to Silver, and she told me, she said, "You're going to be a star one day," and that stuck with me.
Yeah.
To this day, it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia.
Yeah.
She just told me that I'm going to be a star. How did she know that I knew that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So she agreed with me.
Right, exactly.
When two or three agree together, you got to move. So I'm like, hey, I'm on the right path.
Awesome. Right? She said it, it is what it is. You got to do it.
But the force is strong with her.
Right? That's awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure having you, Mr. Darrell Silver Hughes.
Antoine,
that wasn't stated enough.
For the record.
Right? Exactly. It's been great having you on the show. I am looking forward to checking out the newest projects that you have coming forth. It's going to be amazing watching your career and everything just continue to grow and develop as time goes on. I love everything that you're doing. I always say the positivity that people put out in the world is always going to outlast any type of negativity and everything like that. So for you to be out there doing positive work in the artistic industries, it's an amazing thing.
Thank you so much, man. I'm honored to be here. And like I said, I can't wait to come back.
Oh, yes. You will definitely be back. Once the Michael project drops,
yes,
I will have you back on the show and we would take a deep dive into all of that.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'll bring some of the friends back and maybe we'll do some melodies.
Hey, let's go. So awesome. So with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on another episode of Icon Presents. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Absolutely. Be sure to check out the Icon Presents website. The link will be in the description below. We want to keep you updated on all the new coming projects. The website will be getting a revamp, so just kind of keep an eye out for that. We're looking at blog posts, links on Darrell's projects, and everything else coming forward. So with that being said, thank you. Y'all take it easy.